Hello children, today I am going to teach you moral science and your book name is Good Karma. Okay, as you can see here, Good Karma and open chapter 1. Open chapter 1, obey your elders. Student, open page number 5 and please take pencil in your hand and put pencil on the line which I will read. Students, in this chapter we will study the obedience, the greatest quality, the greatest virtue we can say obedience, and it's very important that everyone should be obedience, and we can say obedience is the best way to show gratitude towards your loved ones. Now start this chapter. Obedience is one of the greatest virtues. It means listening carefully to elders and following their advice. Your parents and teachers always guide us towards the right path. They know what is best for us. Our parents are the most prominent forms of the God on earth. You will always draw great rewards and special blessing from God if you sincerely respect and obey them. Students, obedience is one of the greatest virtue, and virtue means we can say good moral quality, and it is the greatest, most important quality. It means listening carefully to your elders and follow their advice. Obedience means we can say listening carefully to your elders and follow their advice. The students, our parents and teachers always guide us toward the right path, so we should always follow their advice, and because they know what is best for us. Our elders, our parents, our teachers, they know what is best for us, so we should follow their advice and obey them. And our parents are the most prominent form of the God on the earth. Our parents are the most important form of the God on the earth, so we should always listen them carefully, we should follow them, we should respect them and obey them. And if we will do this, then we will receive the great rewards and special blessings from the God, if you will really sincerely respect them and obey them. So it's very important, if you want to receive the blessings and rewards from the God, so we should respect them, we should obey them. The students, there's given a story. Now let's read this story. The following story of Suman will tell you how obedience can transform even a curse into God's grace. Suman, a beautiful young girl, lived in a village with her father. Her father was in search of a suitable groom for her. One day he told her that he has fixed her marriage with a snake. At this, Suman got astonished and couldn't understand what her father was up to. But since she was very obedient, she thought, after the death of my mother, my father has raised me with many hardships. Students, by reading this story, we will come to know how obedience can transform a curse into a God's grace. Curse, we can say, students, evil or misfortune. If we are obedient, then and our obedience can change the evil and misfortune into God's grace. Now let's study this story. There was a beautiful young girl whose name was Suman and lived in a village with her father. And her father was in search of a groom. Groom means a student. Groom means we can say dulha. Okay, and the man who was going to marry, we can say. Then her father was in search of a suitable groom for her, and one day he told her that he has fixed her marriage to a snake and after listening that, Suman got astonished. Astonished means surprised, greatly surprised. She was really greatly surprised how it's possible that a girl will marry with a snake. and she couldn't understand what her father want to do, why her father has do this, why her father fixed her marriage with a snake. But since she was very obedient, she was very obedient daughter, she was very obedient girl, so that's why she thought my father, after the death of my mother, my father has raised me with many hardships, with many difficulties. After the death of my mother, my father raised me with many difficulties, and that's why she obedient him, and she especially trusts him that what he's doing, it maybe there must be good for me. It is my duty to respect his wishes. I will accept the snake as my husband wholeheartedly. Right now, I do not know the real intention behind such an odd decision, but I am sure that when time will reveal everything, I will be proud of my father. She thought that this is my duty, that I should respect my father and I should fulfill his wishes. So I will marry that snake. And she decided that she will accept the snake as a husband and wholeheartedly, with heart, not by force or not by force, and she will accept him with her whole heart. And right now and she thought that right now in the present time she don't know why her father has done this, but but she was assured that what her father has taken decision, there's something good, and when the time will come, it will reveal everything. What's the main motive of her father, it will come when the time will come. And she know that when the time will come, then I will proud of my father, that because because she was sure that what her father is doing, there's something good. Thus she got married to the snake from the first day itself. Suman was very much devoted towards her husband, and that's why after thinking all these things, she got married to a snake. And from the first day, from the beginning, she was very devoted to her husband. Devoted, we can extremely loving and loyal. She was devoted to her husband, and she do all the duties with the respect and sincerity. She do all the duties of her husband with respect and sincerity. And soon she started feeling extremely blessed as being the wife of a snake. Very soon she started feeling extremely blessed that she has a husband, and which was a snake, but she feel that it was a blessing and she feel blessed also. One night Suman was fast asleep. Suddenly there was some noise in the room. She woke up immediately and to her surprise saw a handsome young man sitting on the bed right beside her. One day what happened, when she was sleeping, then suddenly there was some noise in her room. So she woke up and she saw that there was a man, a handsome young man was sitting beside her, or we can say by her. And after seeing that, she became very surprised that who was that person, why he was in my room and why he was sitting here. But that man was very handsome and young. Then she asked the question, who are you, what are you doing in my room, where is my husband? Suman asked in surprise. After seeing that, Suman was very surprised. So she asked him that who are you and why are you in my room? What are you doing here? And where's my husband? Next page, student, page number 7. The man replied very lovingly and calmly, Suman, I'm your husband. 5 years back, a sage thinking that I was the person who killed his son cursed me, and so I had been living in the body of a snake. I had been living in the body of a snake for quite a long time. I can leave this body only during the night. After listening that man replied with very calmly and lovingly that I'm your husband, Suman, don't worry, I'm your husband. And from 5 years back, a sage means we can say a mature and venerable person of sound judgment. A sage thought that I was the person who has killed his son. That's why he cursed me. He cursed me. So I had been living in the body of a snake. So I had been living in the body of a snake for quite a long time. And I can leave this body only during the night. I can leave this body, means the body of a snake. I can leave this body of a snake during the night. He told everything to his wife. And Suman was amazed to hear that. She closed her eyes and felt very grateful to her father. Then she thought about how she could free her husband from the curse forever. The next night, when her husband left the body, Suman burned the body of the snake, and thereafter they lived happily together. After hearing this, she became very surprised. And she closed her eyes, and firstly she thankful to her father. She thanks to her father. She is very thankful to her father, and then she thought what she could do to free her husband from this curse. She started to thinking, because she is very loyal and she is very devoted girl, and she very devoted to her husband, and she want she want that how she want that to free her husband from this curse. The next night, when her husband left the body, when her husband left the body of the snake, Suman burned that body, means the body of the snake. She burned the body of the snake, and thereafter they lived happily. After burning that snake body, her husband was free and he was able to live a man's life. That's why after that, after doing this, they lived happily together. They were very happy and they lived happily together. Obedience, be it towards your parents, teachers, country or law, fetches a great reward in its own way. So learn to be obedient always. Students, if we will obedience, then obedience towards your parents, teachers, country or law. Obedience to anyone, it the parents and teachers, laws, countries, it fetches, it gives a great reward. It rewarded you in its own way, in any way it will rewards you. So it's very important to learn obedient always. In any situation, everyone should be obedient. As by reading this chapter, reading this story, you can understand that if what our parents doing, what our teachers and elders are doing, it's good for us. It may be we can't understand it in the present time, but when the time will come, everything is revealed, and we come to know that what they have done with us and what they told to us, it's really good for us. So don't think about it, only do what your parents, teachers and your elders are saying to do, because they always know what's good for you. What they told to you, it's always for your benefit. Okay. And students, obedience is the virtue of a graceful character. Okay, yes, obedience is a great virtue. It's a good quality. It's a very good quality of a graceful character. And so always be obedient towards your parents, teachers and the laws of country and God also. An obedient child is always showed with blessing. Students, now this chapter is over, but from today onwards, I wish that you will follow this in your life also. Please be obedient to your elders. What your parents, what your teachers saying to you, please do it sincerely, and please devote it to your work also. Study properly. Don't waste your time doing useless things. Okay, so please, from today onwards, please accept this virtue in your life and follow this. I wish that you will do this. Now this chapter is over. Thank you.